Hey there folks, this is Chef Miguel Andres, and today we're going to be cooking up some California cuisine. Beautiful Atherton, California. I'd like to give a shout out to Julie and Bob McLean for letting me use their beautiful kitchen today. Let's get things started. We're going to do two things. We're going to start off with first a traditional French omelette, and then we're going to go into Miguel's famous breakfast. To get things started, we're going to have some applewood smoked bacon from Neiman Ranch Farms, which is locally sourced, organic, and sustainable. And then we're going to have some red onion, one yellow bell pepper, a small head of broccoli, some sliced cremini mushrooms, one Hass avocado, 2 vine-ripe tomatoes, some fresh basil, strawberries and blueberries, and last but not least, some sriracha and maple syrup. Alright folks, let's get things started. Alright, so first we're going to slice up this bacon. We're going to do it in about an inch apart. Very easy. Just slice the bacon and have about inch pieces. And what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be using the bacon as our base for our oil, our fat, instead of using oils to cook with. Just like that. We've got our bacon ready to put in the pan. Let's get our other veggies cut up. Alright, time to dice up these onions. What you're going to want to do is slice them very, very thin so that when we cook them in the bacon grease, they caramelize nice, soft, and a little bit crispy. So we'll slice them one way, and then once more in the other direction. And the sizes don't really matter. As long as we keep them nice and thin, you can go ahead and cut the onions however you'd like. Next, we're going to be slicing up this bell pepper. Remember to de-seed your bell pepper. Might want to take off the sticker too before you get that sucker cooking. And the size of the bell pepper, again, is up to your liking. You can either do, about 3 to 4 inch slices, or keep it to 1 inch slices. It's up to your preference, depending on how much texture you'd like it for it to add. Mainly, we're going to be using the bell pepper for flavor, as well as color in our dish. There you have it. We've got our onions and peppers ready to go. The mushrooms came pre-sliced. Now let's get this bacon on the pan. Alrighty, time to heat up the pan. Throw in the sliced bacon. You can put it in before the pan's heated, that's just fine. As this bacon will produce some beautiful, beautiful grease on the pan for us to caramelize our veggies in. Put it in as so. Wait about 5 to 10 minutes for the bacon to cook, and then throw in our onions for some caramelization. Let's see how that goes. Man, look at this bacon sizzling, folks. This is beautiful here. We're going to wait till it's about almost all the way cooked before we throw in our onions, our peppers, and then lastly our mushrooms and broccoli to saute along with this delicious bacon. Let's give that a look. Ooh. Now, if you're thinking, wow, that's quite the amount of grease there. Do I really need to use all that for my veggies? And the short answer is no, you don't necessarily have to. It will take away from a lot of the flavor. But what you can do, if you'd like a healthier option, is to get a paper towel and to simply dab and absorb the grease out of the pan. The paper towel will absorb plenty of the grease. Be careful because it's really hot. And as you see here, I've taken a good amount of the grease out of the pan. Make sure to have something ready and available to put that in or put that aside on. I've chose my cutting board here to put that on, and then that'll go in the trash. Alright, so now we've got our bell peppers and onions in the mix. They're soaking up in the bacon nicely, adding some nice color to this sauté. And look at how beautiful this bacon is starting to look. There we go. Now what we want to do here is sauté until the onions become translucent and the bell pepper still remains its crunch to add some texture to the final product. Once the onions are about translucent all the way through, we'll add our mushrooms in and the broccoli next. Alright folks, we've got all our veggies in the pan, sauteing nicely, looking good, got some color. Now, at the very end of this sauté, we're going to add in our two secret ingredients, which are going to be maple syrup and sriracha. First, we're going to do sriracha, and remember folks, you can apply this as liberally or moderately or conservatively as you'd like. I like to do a simple drizzle overall, and then in the other direction once again. Very easy. Next, with the maple syrup, very important folks, don't overdo the maple syrup. That will kill this meal. Just 1 teaspoon in the pan and 2 teaspoons at most if you'd like a little bit more sweetness. Let's put that in there. Alrighty, our veggies are now done. They've sauteed beautifully. What we're going to do here is you're going to have a bowl, put some paper towel on top, and we're going to put all of our veggies right in there and save them for the end. Next, we're going to go with the traditional French omelette, and after that, I'll show you guys how to make Miguel's famous breakfast omelet. Be back in just a sec. Alright, so for the traditional French omelet, we're going to put your pan at a medium-high, put a little bit of butter in there, let that butter soak all around. We have 2 beaten eggs over here ready to go. As soon as this butter's ready, we'll get that on there, and I'll show you how to make an amazing omelet. Alright, now that our butter is ready, let's go ahead and get those eggs in there. Now the egg should start cooking immediately as it hits the pan and start bubbling. If it doesn't, that means it's not ready, that your pan isn't hot enough and it's not ready. So as you can see, our eggs are already bubbling. We're going to want to immediately start turning and bringing all of the uncooked egg to the ends as so. And this will be ready in about 30 seconds maybe a minute. Now the eggs are already cooked. As you can see, that was very, very quick. And we're going to give it 1 quick fold. As so. Let it cook for about 20 to 30 more seconds and it'll be finished. The goal with the traditional French omelet is you're going to want the middle to be almost like a custard consistency. It's going to be soft and the outside's going to be slightly crispy. And it's going to be very, very moist all throughout. You can even give that a flip if we'd like. And there you go. Alright, here's our French omelet. We're going to top it with our sauteed veggies and bacon. Like so. And if you'd like, you could even give it a fold to have your veggies inside and top with cheese. Alright, I've already put a little bit of avocado on the side. Next, we're going to top with some fresh diced tomatoes. And last but not least, garnish with a little bit of fresh basil. And there you are, a traditional omelet with Miguel's twist. So there we are, folks. We've got our berries on the side, some avocado, and the omelet. Let's see what Ryan thinks about it. Hey Ryan, just got you some breakfast over here.
Wow, thanks Miguel. This is the best looking breakfast I have ever seen.
Thanks.
I can't wait to take a bite. Unbelievable. Just as good as it looks.
Hey folks, so for my twist on the omelet, instead of doing it the traditional French way, we're going to fry some eggs and then saute our toppings throughout the fried eggs to have that yolk be perfectly runny as soon as you bite into it. As soon as you dig in, you're going to have that yolk being soaked up by all the veggies, the avocado, and it's going to be delicious. All right, folks, so we've got our fried eggs here. We've got one on the plate. You have your veggies here as so. You layer, then place another fried egg on top. One more layer. Third fried egg goes on top. And then our final layer of our sauteed veggies and bacon. Next, I'm going to cut up this tomato real quick over here. Put some fresh, fine ripe tomatoes on top. And garnish with a little bit of fresh basil. And as you can see, this is one delicious omelet. Alright folks, and here we have Miguel's twist on the omelet. And all I did here was fry some eggs and had the sauteed veggies layered in between them. And as you can see, that's one beautiful omelet. Whoops. Sometimes accidents do happen while you're cooking. Let's see what Mr. David Gould thinks about that.